I'm interested, what does wealth mean to you? It means something different to everyone, and to me, it's so much more than money. When I think about wealth, it's about relationships. It's about heart to heart. It's about health and having optimal health. It's about taking care of your temple and manifesting all those things into the world as well as, and money is almost a byproduct of gathering that inner peace. Peace. Anybody have anything to add to that with wealth means to them? Wealth things to share with people without worrying. Not giving it to yourself. We love that. Yeah, we all want to share with other people and not worry about knowing that there's enough for everyone. Not a piece of the pie that gets cut up. There's infinite pie. And it's infinite pie. So I'm going to talk about what makes a good real estate investment. And I'm going to talk about investments that I have that I'm doing. But first and foremost, of course, is the mindset. So we'll talk about the mindset around your money, right? And how you think about it. I'd like you to do a baseline assessment for yourself. I'd ask you 3 questions. And you can put it on your phone or just remember the answers because we're going to look at 3 things. When it comes to money, my thoughts, emotions, and body, protective or expansive? That's the first question. When it comes to managing my money, I feel chaotic or systematized. When it comes to tangible assets like real estate, I feel lack or abundance. So once you've answered all 3 questions, I'll use myself as an example to show you what we're going to do with it. And number 1, I chose A, protective. And number 2, I chose systematized because I'm very organized. And number 3, tangible assets, I felt abundant because I am blessed to own multiple rigs. So my initials, per se, is PSA. And you can find what your initials are on this pyramid, right? So PSA is up here. That means I'm an actualizing soul. I probably have done some of the work. I've manifested some things, and I'm looking for you to manifest more. If you answered PCL, protected chaotic lack, you're starting out. You're probably contracted. You probably haven't started your journey with abundance yet. But it's good to know where you're at. There's no judgment here. And number 2, there's 3 answers that could be PCA, PSL, and ECL. That means you're an awakening soul. You're started on the journey and you're beginning to open up and you're attracting abundance here. Once you've done a lot of work on yourself, you might be ESA, which is expansive, systematized, and abundant. So just know that money loves clarity, and you've got to know where you are to start on the journey. Make sense? All good. Now I'm going to talk about another attitude that kind of Angie brought up because it's scarcity versus abundance. And scarcity mindset is equating financial success with a negative emotion like greed or selfishness. If you think money is bad, you would block it from yourself. When we become aware of our cultural and family conditioning that we all have, you can make a conscious choice to replace that with a more positive belief. It's called cognitive reframing. It's a tool that I use where you stop, you consciously acknowledge, You change your belief, you shift a more positive. That's another tool that works for me. Is that cognitive? Excuse me? Is that cognitive? Cognitive reframing. That's what it's called. Stop, change, shift. Yes. It's all about perspective, about aligning your beliefs and who you want to be and acting in accordance with that. You know, like eating good food leads to health, right? If you say you want to lose weight, but you eat a full bag of chips every day, that's not in alignment, right? Instead of seeing money as corruption, because corruption is rampant out there, choose to view it as a powerful tool for positive change, like anything else. It takes repetition of using these tools to embody it. And the embodiment is what most important. Well, the last thing I'm going to mention is the concept of be, do, have. It goes along with everything else I've been saying. Right? You need to become the person that you wish to see in the world, so that you can take inspired action from your inner self and intuition to be able to have everything that you want to have. Develop healthy habits that are necessary, whether they're mental or physical, to live the life of their dreams. Everybody make sense of that? Okay. So what financial skills, what other kinds of skills do you need to make a good determination if real estate investment for you? Well, I know I always start with a lot of research. And thank goodness we have Google. You can do a lot of research on Google, but it still takes diving deep into your demographics to see if what you would like to provide is wanted by others, who the people are that you could serve, feasibility studies, market studies, and surveys with your potential clients to know what's going to happen as best you can. After that research, you can do spreadsheets with conservative projections, cash flow, targeted returns, and all of that. And we all know that determining a location is so important. So are people going to come to where you want to build your project or do your project or do your project? Location, location, location. Are people moving there? Roads and houses going in? Is there a demand in your area? Well, we all know that housing is a basic need, and that shortage means high occupancy and high rents. We also need to consider tax consequences and tax benefits. And it's not something that I can delve into deeply here because it's very individual to each person and where you're from and what the tax laws are in your country and how they coincide with the tax laws in these countries. So I encourage you to talk to your professionals, your CPAs and your attorneys and your financial advisors to determine what kinds of investments are best for you. And the other thing that I know about investing in real estate is that you don't have to know everything. You don't have to do everything yourself. You can surround yourself with other experts. Do what you're good at. If you're good at organizing, do that. If you're good at administration, do that. If you're the artist, do that. I'm good at real estate. I've been doing real estate for over 40 years. I'm an expert in many areas in multiple countries. And so I want to use that expertise for my part of the job. But I have a team. I have a team of attorneys and bankers and consultants and administrators, and contractors on my team to help me with their expertise, and together we make things. Another thing to consider is that real estate is a hedge against inflation. That's probably why most of you want to invest in it. It's tangible. You can touch it. it moves slower in a cycle and going up and down. I think people are coming to Bocas to park money in land right now because they know it's a limited resource and it will go up in value over time. Not fast, but it will. So even niching it down a little further with multifamily real estate, I think that creates another, making it a safer, educated risk for people to invest in, because let's compare it to single family home. You come here and you just buy your dream home. If that's all you want to do is enjoy your dream home, no problem. But if you want it to be an investment too, and that's how I've always looked at things, is making things an investment and something that I love, you want to look at it a little bit. So a single family home, you have a renter in it, and that renter vacates. You have to pay the mortgage if you have one, or you have to pay the expenses even if you don't have that, until you fill that space again. You have a multifamily unit, like 32 units, and 10% of it is vacant. Well, you're still going to have cash flow. You're still going to pay the bills, and you're still going to be happy about your investment. And multifamily generally outperforms other classes of real estate, and it generally outperforms stocks. Let's talk a little bit about appreciation, because I know that's a famous consideration for buying real estate. That, people think they're going to buy something and it might appreciate quickly and they could resell it. And especially in Bocas, that doesn't happen easily. You really cannot buy something and expect it to appreciate overnight. It happens slowly. And I think that in normal times, it happens slowly in most other places too. So you have to be in it for the long term. There's something called forced appreciation that comes into play when you have multiple units. With multiple units that you're in primarily because they're for investment, you have a base rent. And as you add amenities for people at your multi-unit apartments, then you can slowly raise the rents. And as you raise the rents, your income goes up. And your expenses usually stay the same, or they rise a little, not as much. So you have more profit at the end. But when you have more profit at the end with a multifamily, it automatically increases the value of the property, independent of the market we're in. Even if it's a contracting market, multifamily will provide it. So let's go to the manifestation cycle and just do a little recap. Very good. So everything begins in thought, right? Everything begins in thought. Those thoughts create your emotions. Then, just having those emotions isn't enough. You need to embody those emotions into your belief system. After that, you take inspired actions, which then produce the desired results. If you go about this unconsciously and you're just trying to produce results without knowing where your embodiment comes from, you might produce the backwards result from what you were thinking. If you get conscious and follow this cycle, you will get the result that you're looking for, whatever it is. So, this is for you. If you want to align your investments with being a force for good in the world and making an impact. This is for you if you want to create win-win situations where we create opportunities for others as we create opportunities for ourselves. Or this is for you if you're a busy professional and ready to invest abroad and you care about transforming the future and how will it affect your loved ones. You want more freedom through passive income. And this is for you if you know diversification is a key to safety and want to be solid and supportive and sustainable for our families in these uncertain times. Thank you. This is all good. Before I start delving into the specifics, Catholic Profit Partners, I need to put a little disclaimer in here that's important. This presentation is for informational and educational purposes only. It's not a solicitation or an offer. I am not an investment advisor, CPA, or attorney, and I urge you to consult your own professionals before making any investments. Passive Profit Partners' mission is to form a community of investors just not a professional business. I'm doing my best. Hey, we're forming a community of conscious investors who want to rise above our limitations and form and create bigger impact than we are able to do alone. And we believe that our success is your success. And as such, our focus is to support and enable your journey towards financial. Our vision is to have a container of conscious investors showing leadership by developing innovative solutions and diverse alternative investments, such as the need for elder care and intentional living communities, by combining private real estate with investing with a commitment to empowering everyday investors such as ourselves. We seek to create strong wealth building opportunities. What PPP desires to create is projects that benefit both investors and the community, making a lasting impact. One of those projects is Active Agers. It's a 32-unit apartment building that will build townhouse style with row houses and single-family tiny homes. It's designed to build new, to maximize sustainability, to reduce maintenance, and allow for added value, as it will cost less to build than to adapt any buildings we have here currently. We have very conservative projections of, say, 85% occupancy, and only 25% of the people participate in the a la carte services, because we provide amenities that people are looking for when they're over 55. It will be included in their rent. And we'll also provide a la carte services that will be at an extra cost. So that the very conservative projections still produce a considerable cash flow. Our intention is to be fully operational in year 3 after beginning building, and optimized by year 5. Hold times of 5 to 10 years, dependent on market factors. The exit strategy is to have all investors pay back by year 5 and then enjoy cash flow for the remaining years that we choose to keep the property. The second project is 12 condo units that will be ocean facing, and they're going to be designed for busy professionals who can work from anywhere and that want a stable, wonderful place where they can live and work and even hold events for their particular businesses. They'll be affordable, they'll be designed well, and we think that they'll be a big draw for that. Yeah. We're targeting double-digit returns for both projects of 11% or more, with distributions planned to begin in year 3 and then every year after that. Our team of passionate professionals helps the clients to add to their portfolio what we already have, or get started if you haven't, for passive income generating multifamily investments. Now we're going to talk about the gap. There's a big gap, I think, worldwide. I see the gap in the shortage of housing. It's worldwide. As the tens of thousands of baby boomers get to retirement age, and their kids and grandkids, they have adventurous spirits, yet at the same time they want to be near their families. I think really you felt that way, and that's why you brought your whole family down here. You know, you want to be near your families to laugh and cry and share precious moments. And many people, they just go back to the United States because it's alternative here. No one currently in Bocas is providing the needs of those people who are living longer, who are staying active longer, who embrace aging gracefully, and therefore staying independent longer. Yet there does come a time when they realize, or their families help them realize, that they want and need a bit more assistance in living their best life as they move into their golden years. How will these needs be met? Well, that brings us to the great wealth transfer. Americans are already in the early stages of the greatest migration of wealth in over 50 years. A multi-generational avalanche of cash and assets will be passed down as baby boomers pass down to Generation X and Z. These generations, I believe, are more aware and conscious than the last generations and will seek to align their investments with their desire to do good in the world and for the planet. Now, some of those funds could get eaten up by expensive long-term care that's available in the United States and other places. We seek to provide a choice to invest in emerging markets at half the cost. How about paradise? How many of you think Bocas is paradise? Everybody? Reaching paradise. We speak to business owners and digital nomads seeking stable places to live and work. Who are the people who desire to live and work in their idyllic location in comfort and ease and know that their loved ones are taken care of while they pursue their dreams? They're you, and you, and you, and you. Professionals who can work from anywhere and are more aware and empathetic than any generation that came before. And we speak to the aging population who want to live in a place they love in harmony with nature, as independent as possible, the next best alternative to aging in place. We know that providing an affordable option for our aging parents is to live their best lives is a direction that we must take. I think many of you are dealing with that now, you know, what to do with mom and dad. There's also the ecological awareness and the sustainability that I have to mention. Our values are rooted in creating positive change and making positive and evolutionary impact in the world around us. We are dedicated to making sure that each project is aligned with our values and drives sustainable economic growth in the communities that we serve. I believe that we must align our sustainable investments with the mindset of holistic abundance, with an extra dose of heart-centered caring for our investors, our team, our future residents, and our community by creating active agers and intentional living. Our founding investors are like an extended family, collaborating and building ecological and sustainable legacies for our future generations. It's time that we stop thinking just about ourselves and begin thinking about future generations again. And this will provide a legacy for that. We are seekers of lasting impact on a larger level than we can create for ourselves. We are committed to creating investment experiences that are transparent, secure, rewarding, while empowering our clients to attain financial freedom. As far as sustainability, in the social sector, we focus on mental health, beauty, caring, connection, and a sense of belonging that everyone needs, causing our residents to thrive for longer as they age and stay long-term with us. Environmental, We will use passive construction, sustainable materials, rainwater catchment, food gardens, healthy meals, small community sizes. The technology exists, and we want to work with nature, not against her, to be completely free of the infrastructure here so that we're not adding to the existing issues. And I think that's important. The economics is we focus on being efficient, affordable, as well as providing stable cash flow to our founders. Professionals who can work from home and work from anywhere, they're looking for stability in housing that doesn't yet exist in Bocas. I run into business owners every day that are bounced around from place to place. The rent's being raised too high. The place they outgrow the place and they're going to do. They can't find a live work situation that's comfortable or it's really effective. These projects would help provide more stability to those people who are existing business owners here already in Bocas and people looking to move here that now can't find. You only want to have your home occupied seasonally. There will be a management in place so that you can rent your home, Airbnb, whatever you want to do, and go and work in another beautiful place part of the year. I feel the differences that these projects will make in the lives of our residents, employees, and our investors are immeasurable. For elders and their children to have access to sustainable, safe, clean, innovative, affordable housing options, for founders to receive high return on investments, and caregivers to love their jobs, elevating and creating sustainability for communities. That's basically how we're going to fill the gap. And I'm going to show you a vision of what activations might look like. We're into the land we're looking at. You can see there's an administration area. Houses are around the edges. And in the middle is a big green area with a pool and most of the amenities. The indoor amenities will be inside the atrium. The outdoor amenities will be in the green area. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer them. And then your next step would be to book a free consultation with me to ask all your questions, discover your goals, see if we're in alignment and a potential fit so you can go from where you are to where you want to be. Thank you. Thanks for coming.